Find yourself a girl and settle down. Live a simple life in a quiet town. Steady as she goes, steady as she goes, steady as she goes, steady as she goes, so steady as she goes. Your friends have shown a kink in the single life. You've had too much to think, now you need a wife. Steady as she goes, steady as she goes, so steady as she goes, steady as she goes. Well, here we go again. You found yourself a friend that knows you well. But no matter what you do, you'll always feel as though you tripped and fell. So steady as she goes. When you have completed what you thought you had to do, and your blood's depleted to the point of stable glue, then you'll get along. Then you'll get along. So steady as she goes, steady as she goes, so steady as she goes, steady as she goes. Well, here we go again. You found yourself a friend that knows you well. But no matter what you do, you'll always feel as though you tripped and fell. So steady as she goes. Settle for a world neither up or down. Sell it to the crowd that has gathered round. Settle for a girl neither up or down. Sell it to the crowd that has gathered round. steady as she goes. Steady as she goes. Steady as she goes. Are you steady now? 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 Steady as she goes.
Welcome to the Stab Comedy Theater. It's time for Squeak. Please welcome to the stage your host, Paul Doyle.
Hey, everybody. Holy Moses, you guys. Wow. This is, thank you so much for being here. Honestly. Wow. This is, you guys take my breath away. I cannot say thank you enough. How about a round of applause for all you guys just coming out tonight on a Saturday? Like, honestly. I also want to thank Jesse for letting us do this. He was going to hit me if we didn't sell out. So a round of applause for him, please, you guys. Really quick before I jump into my hilarious comedy, I would like to know, and you guys could just shout out. I don't want to encourage people shouting out all the time, but I need to know how you guys found out about the show. So, like, if there was Instagram or there was some kind of other website thing, I just wanted to try to figure out how to get to the people. So, what did you guys think? Like, what happened here? How did I? Sacramento events. Nice. Okay. Sweet. Okay. Capital Business Connection. Oh yeah. All right. Well. Family. Awesome. What? I'm happy that you guys are here. So just various places. Okay. So nobody got Instagram ads. All right. That's good. I spent money for no reason. All right. Not doing that again. That's good to know. Okay. Well, I'm glad you were here. However you found out about the show, I'm very, very lucky that you were here, and I'm glad you could be doing anything else, so I appreciate you're here. This is the only clean comedy show in Sacramento, so we are stoked that you are here. That being said, it is time for some jokes, I guess. You guys are waiting. I have to do stand-up eventually. I can't stand here and... Yeah, absolutely. All right, so since you guys probably don't know me, this might be your first time here. My name is Paul Doyle. I am the host and creator of the show. Before I ever started doing stand-up, I used to be in a band, and I was the singer in that band. And I was kicked out of that band. I don't really know why. Maybe it was egos or something. I really don't know why I was kicked out, though, because it was a one-man band. All right, so if you're worried about the jokes, that's the kind of joke that you're going to be hearing. Just, I don't really know what category to put that in, but that's the kind of act you're going to hear, at least from me. Popsicle jokes, maybe? Is that a term? I don't know. But yeah, I hope you guys are excited for the new year. One of my New Year's resolutions is to read more books. I'm wanting to read. I consider myself kind of a dumb person, so I was like, I need to read more books. This is going to be something that... So anyways, I started with what is considered a classic book. I started reading David Copperfield by Charles Dickens. And it's, these classic books are so depressing, okay? Like, within, like, the first couple chapters, like, his mom dies, his sister dies, he has, like, a girlfriend, she dies. Like, the whole reason I'm reading this is because I'm waiting for him to become a magician. Like, I'm just waiting. Like, at what point, like, I got about 2/3 through that book, and I was like, what's going on? This book is so depressing. He hasn't pulled one rabbit out of the hat yet. He hasn't pulled a coin out from behind anybody's ear. Like, when does he become a famous magician? Like, I don't know. When does he have his Vegas residency? Like, when is that going to happen? And then somebody told me it's not that kind of book. He never becomes a magician. I'm like, all right, why am I reading this? So, one of my other New Year's resolutions, actually, I want to go back to this magic thing real quick. I'm really excited that I got the bug to be a comedian versus being like, I don't know, a magician or a musician. I can't, my parents already hate that I do this. So I was like, I don't think I want to introduce eyeliner into that, you know? So, but yeah, so one of my other resolutions is to stop eating horrible food. Like, you guys, I eat like garbage. Like, I really do. Like, the other day, I had a bowl of cereal, and just like a beer. that was it. So it's like I eat just like a Serbian refugee. Like it's bad. It's just like we drink water because we drink beer because water tastes like dog. Like it's just that's like the kind of it's like the world that I live in. I'm addicted to Pop-Tarts. Okay, like I don't know if you guys eat Pop-Tarts or remember Pop-Tarts. Pop-Tarts, they're those tasteless, colorless, just drywall with frosting on it. I I don't buy them at the store like Costco or something like a regular person. Like I buy them a pack at a time at a gas station like they're cigarettes. Like I don't. They're not. It's not. But I got to figure it out. I have to. Like I'm single now, so I need to figure out how to get this body in shape. Like I was dating a woman who does CrossFit, and she goes, "Does it make you feel uncomfortable that I am in better physical shape than you, and that I could probably lift more weights than you?" And I was like, "You know what? I would love to talk about that as soon as you put me down." But I have been going to the gym. There's a spot I go to every day. I've been going. I get my workout gear and I go lift weights. And the staff at this place, they kicked me out. And I'm like, why are you guys kicking me out? And all I do is come here and lift weights. And he's like, yeah, I know that. This is the Dick's Sporting Goods. But my yeah, just as a hack, if you don't have any money, just go to Dick's Sporting Goods, lift weights for free. They will kick you out at some point, but that is something you should do. But yeah, the gym I actually go to is Crunch Fitness, and they know I don't go. So occasionally when I come in, they're like really excited to see me. They're like, "Oh, Paul, we haven't seen you in a while." And I'm like, "Yeah, I don't know." But the last time I was there, they told me, they're like, "Hey, we have a new machine that we put in for you that we think you're gonna like." And in my head, I was like, "Oh, maybe they have like a new leg press machine or like some other kind of new like ab workout thing." And he's like, "Yeah, the new machine's over in the back. It's the vending machine." I'm like, "Oh, thanks." Yeah. But yeah, I got to figure it out, man. Like being single is tough, and there's part of me that just doesn't feel like I'm like as manly as I would like to be. You know what I mean? Like I have this beard. But I'll tell you guys like a secret. Like I went to Walmart and I bought beard pills to like help grow this beard. It's like Viagra for your face. Like essentially it's like Viagra for your beard. It's not, I wasn't like manly enough to, you know those guys that can just like flex and they have a beard? Like it wasn't like that. Like I want to be more manly. That's like always like a goal of mine. Like you guys know, I'm sure you guys have these people in your life. You guys have anybody? You guys know who I'm talking about? They just always have like a pocket knife on them, you know? Like they just always have like these dudes. They just always have pocket knives. Like the only time I ever have a knife on me is if I got stabbed by one. Like and it's when I'm pulling it out of. But yeah, like these dudes, they always wear wear hiking boots casually. You know, like it's just, what are you doing? Like just always ready for like an adventure. Like I'm so not that guy. Like I have a brother-in-law who is a firefighter for the Pasadena Fire Department, and this dude is like a man's man. Like he was like a walking Ford commercial, right? Like he's like real American hero, like a rock. Like you remember those commercials, right? Like that's this dude. Like he's so manly. I don't know if you guys have ever seen a guy that had two Adam's apples, but like that's what he looks like. Every morning he walks out of his house, and he walks out onto his terrace that he built himself, and an eagle comes and brings him his slippers, and then the eagle comes and forms a tattoo onto his back. Like he's just manly. And like, I'm so not that. I want to be that so bad, but I'm not that at all. I wish I was that. People know when they see me that like I'm not that manly. Like the other day I went to Starbucks and I ordered a muffin, and the lady behind the counter was like, "Would you like to have your muffin warmed?" And I was like, "No, I don't want my muffin warmed. Like, I'm a man, all right? I am a man. Like, all of my heroes, you think like Lars Ulrich from Metallica gets his muffin warmed. Like, do you think Prince gets his muffin? Okay, I'll take that back. Prince probably would do that. I feel like he'd get his muffin warmed. I don't know if you guys will relate to this, but I at my house I discovered we had cockroaches. Yeah, this is this is bad. And like the first time I ever saw one, like I'm pretty dumb. Like I cheated my way through community college, you know. So like I didn't really know what it was the first time I saw one. I was like, that's weird. That's like a weird looking beetle. Like I had really no idea. But there was one in my house the other day, and I'm like, I gotta kill this thing. And I'm like, I gotta like man up. I gotta man up to kill this. Like I wasn't ready. And I was like, all right, Siri, play me. I have a playlist for killing spiders. It's got all the big hits like Notorious B.I.G. and so it just gets you pumped. So it's like I'm getting pumped, and I take my shoe off, and I'm about to like swing at the cockroach, and then it like flies at me. Like I had no idea they could fly. And a sound came out of me that I had never heard before. I can't recreate the sound, but what I can tell you guys is that it sounded like the sound of a man who likes to get his muffin warmed. I hope you guys are in the mood for a good show. Please give a round of applause for all the comedians I have handpicked to come entertain you guys. The first comedian who I would like to introduce is very, very funny. I love him very much. I love watching him. You guys are about to find out why. Please welcome the very funny Chris Green, you guys. Yeah, let's hear it for him.
Hey, what's up? How y'all doing? Y'all enjoying the end of y'all 2023? Y'all look like a real cool crowd, you know? Like, I can be honest with y'all, you know? I want to ask y'all something. Like, have y'all ever looked yourself in the mirror, like, long enough so you can see, like, your aura, your essence, like the effervescence of your spirit? I did that. I looked myself in the mirror, like right in my eyes, and I asked myself, does struggle last forever? If life was a roller coaster, it's been a lot of down. Like, when does it loop back up, you know? And I'll give y'all some context, because y'all like, is he struggling? Let's see. I've been in community college for the past 15 years. The struggle. I'm talking back to 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 back. I can't even say 15 backs without taking a breath. I found like a remedy, like, cause like I feel like when you down, you gotta find a way to lift yourself back up, cause ain't nobody gonna do it for you, you know. So sometimes I'll be at the house, I close the door, I pop open that laptop, I go to YouTube.com, and I watch videos of baby hippos. Have y'all ever seen the video of a baby hippo eat a watermelon? It's incredible. It'd be a little baby hippo, and they say, "Hoo!" and they throw that watermelon, and be like, crunch. Yeah, like after the show, y'all got homework. Like the funny thing is, the hippo only get like 20% of the watermelon, but I know it's juicy. It's such a tasty treat, you know? I've been trying to like, oh no, like this is the Squeaky Clean Show, right? So this is the Squeaky Clean Show, and my childhood name was Squeaky, cause I had like a high pitched voice when I was like, "Hey, what's up, y'all?" Like everybody be like, "Hey, it's Squeaky here," you know. You know, it was a very unique nickname, you know. And have y'all ever did like the toast and smooch on New Year's? Like when they do the New Year's ball, you get yourself a little apple juice for the clean show, you know? And get a little smooch. Like the name of this show brought back memories, you know? Do y'all remember y'all first smooch? Talking puppy love. So there was this Romanian girl that went to my school. And she was so cool because like she couldn't speak English good, and I was like, that's the one, you know. I said, I like that, you know. We learn together. It's public school. And I don't know if y'all can tell by look at me. I'm 37, so I grew up without the internet. So it's like no clues, you know. You just had to figure out life as you figure out life, right? So like, I remember one day she was like, right up in my face, you know. Like you ever see somebody like right in your face and your face get warm? Like what? Personal space rules. I don't know how they do it in Romania, you know. And then I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna go for the smooch, but nobody tell you how to smooch. So I turned to the side and I licked my lips up real juicy. I thought kisses was supposed to be like liquidity, liquiditations, you know? So I smooched it with a wet one. I was like, I'm winning the game, baby. Ain't no dry lips over here. This pre-internet, you know? And like 3 days later, everybody was like licking their lips, you know? And like at first, like, now this is like 96, 97. So I'm like, dang, I didn't have cable either. So I was like, Usher must have dropped a new song, you know? Everybody doing the move, you know? And then one day I came to school and somebody yelled out, hey, Squeaky smooch like wet dog. I said, oh, 2 + 2 is 4. I can add it up. Romanians talk too much. They kiss and tell. I know that's not like the greatest story, but when I heard Squeaky Clean Show, that's the story I came up with. 2023 was a pretty good year for me, you know. Like I got a little bit more technologically advanced, you know. I got the Bluetooth headphones. Are y'all into that? You know, man. Like it ain't like the cell phone talking on the phone. Like you just listening to your jams and your tunes and you chilling. Like I did that. Like that was my big like momentum grab. Like I may be in community college and you may see me there, but I know how to do the wireless. And I was at my brother's apartment and I saw something. And it like piqued the alerts went off of my head, you know? So my brother has this neighbor and she walks her cat outside on a leash. Like one of them little harnesses, like, hey, that's not a dog, you know? and I saw that and like oh my gosh, I'm asking all those questions here. Like, have y'all ever said something out loud, but you didn't realize you said it out loud? But surely enough, the surrounding environment lets you know, like, hey, you said that out loud. I seen that lady, and she's walking that couch, and I said, ugh, Bernita, that's weird. I've never seen somebody spin around so quick with like anger in her eyes. Like I seen red eyes on white eyeballs, you know. But I'm quick, I'm sharp. I've learned a lot through my community college experience. So I looked her right in her eyes, no shades, no sunglasses, just eye-to-eye contact. And I said, pizza and ice cream don't mix. That's too much dairy. And then I looked at her and I said, oh, I'm sorry for cousin. My friend having lunch. this is the clean show. So a lot of y'all that are adults in here can understand the meaning of Bernita. We shouldn't explain things at clean shows. But we will move on. I'm 37 now, and life is changing for me. I'm seeing some things, some physical changes. I don't know about y'all. I know this ain't like a medical show, but I want to tell y'all about my non-medical issue. I got indefinitely hard nipples. They came out of nowhere. And that was a problem. Like, I found out one day because I put on a shirt and I said, where them come from? You know, whoop, whoop, there they are. And the problem with indefinitely hard nipples is that you have to go on Google and look for nipple softener. And you realize that there's no such thing as nipple softener. There's no moisture, there's no ointment, there's no cream. So you learn how to like pick your t-shirts. Like I picked this one because you see it got a little girth to it, you know, because I know this is a clean show, but I gotta hide my goodies. I don't know what y'all medical issues is, but they're on the way. And I hope that you don't have what I have, because it's quite the surprise. Because you go through life and you just like, man, I got the muscles in this shirt, okay. And then I look and I'm like, ooh, man, titties is real. Oh my goodness, I need a security program. As this clean show continues, I hope y'all go for the Martinelli's cider at New Year's. Taste the bubbles, get a little apple, get some crisp, fermented. I see some couples in here. Try it out, lick your lips, get a smooch. They love it in Romania. Thank y'all, I appreciate y'all.
One more time, you guys, for Chris, you guys. All right, so I unfortunately have some bad news. One of the people who I wanted to be on the show today had to cancel. Yeah, you're far ahead of me. The wonderful Brittany Beer, she had to cancel. But I do have a replacement, okay? So don't freak out. I was able to lock down the only rollerblading detective in the world. So please make it very loud for Beerlock Shomes.
Said yes, I am Beerlock Shomes, rollerblade detective. How are you doing tonight? Yeah. Okay, I came here because I thought comedian Britt Beer was gonna be here. Did anybody else? No. Is anybody here to see her? No. Okay. Well, good to know, because guess what? You came for Paul. He's a great man. You know what? I personally investigate. I'm on a case to find the best comedian in our times. Yeah. I did for a while. I was studying Seinfeld, but the cease and desist order, is up in February. Then I'll continue. But right now I'm investigating comedian Britt Beer. And so noted, nobody knows about her. Okay, I do need help on this case, so if you go to Instagram, look up BRITT_BEER and follow her, okay? I need more people helping. I know you're asking, why the rollerblades? The 8 wheels are for justice. Also, I do not have my license as a driver or in my practice. It's a problem. That's right. So, here we have, so I've been studying comedian Britt Beer for a while. So I'll tell you a little bit about her, okay? She started comedy in Sacramento in, 2008. Can you believe that? Wow. And then she moved to Chicago and studied at Second City. Have you guys heard of that? Yeah, no. He just, okay. Yeah, he's not a fan. Well, this is her. This is a photo if you want to pass it around. Yeah, she's the one on the right. It's a photo of her in her prime. I don't think that she thinks that. Okay. So I have a little bit of evidence. I have collected her notes from comedy shows, okay? We're all gonna find out together if she's funny or not. You guys ready to help me? Yeah. That's right, all right, okay. I know what you're thinking. Is this a derivative of Tony Clifton? Maybe. All right, I need some help. Okay, you, sir, who I accidentally assaulted earlier. Can I get your help? You loved it. Okay. All right, case closed. All right. Will you help me grab a little bit of evidence here, and together we'll investigate whether comedian Britt Beer is funny or not, okay? You see this? So she's been doing comedy for a long time, okay? You see all these notes? I know, I've been following her, okay? You should all follow her too, Instagram, Britt Beer, all right? All right, will you, there's some good stuff in here. Will you grab some piece of evidence? Yep, take your time. Oh, a pen. Okay. Get no help. Get no help. I don't know what to do. Okay. Look at this. All right. Let's see here. These are some notes of Britt Beer's. Okay, all right. Yeah. I don't know about that. Okay, she has this joke. So Britt Beer grew up in the Sacramento area. And her mom was Catholic, but her dad was atheist. So she didn't believe in God, but she felt really guilty about that. Oh, you guys like that? You like her jokes? Okay. So these are her. It's a set list, is what it's called. It's what they call it. Yeah, she's a very, very messy pattern here. Okay. All right, there's something about Smokey the Bear. Oh, can I have that back? Yeah. Oh, you keep it. Okay, that's her 8th grade dance. Cat groceries is one of the notes on here. I think she has a joke something like, when she goes to the grocery store and she comes back home, she thinks her cat thinks she just hunted all of that stuff. You know what I mean? Like her cat thinks she's a good hunter. How's that? It's tepid, yeah. Tepid, okay. Okay, can I get another help from the crowd? Would you like to pick something get some evidence here? Not the pen. Oh, go up top. Okay, go up top. Okay, some of these are censoring. Okay. Let's see here. The type of dog you have depicts your personality. I don't have one. Yeah, she started with a lot of cute one-liners growing up, you know? That's what she started with. All right. Okay, that's okay. How about you? Would you like to put some evidence? There's some good stuff. Yeah, what do you got? Okay. Let's see what we got here. Taffy TikTok. She spends most of her time eating taffy and watching TikTok. That's all she's got. Then she just... I told you! You guys are helping my investigation. We might be able to close the case tonight, okay? Okay. She has something called shopping addiction. My casino is a thrift shop. Can anyone relate? Anyone? Nah? Yeah, tell her to stop doing that one. I'll tell her to stop doing that one. Let's see. Yeah. She just has the word Folsom in a square. Like, what does that mean? I know, but I need some help, you guys. I'm unlicensed, okay? All right. Would you like to pick something? Okay, yes. All right, well, Watson, yes. Watson, you're hired. Thanks, I appreciate my insurance starts January 1st. Oh, no, that's my egg salad sandwich. Thank you. All right, you want to pick something else?
All right, I'm gonna pick something.
Okay, you pick something. True story, I made this earlier and I gagged in my own kitchen. Oh, no! It's on my arm. Thank you. It's a hereditary condition I have. It's called This Was a Batman Mustache I got from my nephew for Christmas, but I kept it. I know. Okay, what'd you find? Okay. Okay, at the top of it, she has intellectual bimbo. What does that mean? Okay, she has something that says vintage. I know, I studied her. She used to work at a vintage store in Nashville. She loved it. You know why? Because she's lazy. Because if you work retail at a vintage store and someone's like, hey, do you have this in a different size? It's like, no, that's the only one that survived the 60s. She's so lazy. All right. Oh, she has something. It's in quotes. It says, I love you more than you ever know. It's what her mom would always say to her. I love you more than you'll ever know. And she's always like, why can't I know? Why can't I know? All right, there's some good evidence here. What else do we have? Yeah, a little bit about Brittany she wants to be a comedian. She loves comedy, but sometimes she's just funny as a person, Funny as a person. Like once I was studying her, and she wore a neck brace to a coffee date because she knew she was getting dumped. This was years ago. True story. She wore a neck brace, and the guy was like, did you get in a car accident? And she was like, no, I just thought it would make this less awkward. That's a true story. Always have a prop if you know you're getting dumped. You know what I mean? Bottle of Gatorade, whatever's nearby, okay? Oh, what do we got? Okay. All right. Let's see. Oh, this is a Diet Coke and a White Zin. She spent a lot of time bartending, okay? But always thinking of jokes. I respect that. Okay. Oh, it says, I felt like I sunk some of my punchlines, but I had surprise moments. Feels very relatable. What did we drop down here? Oh. Oh, look at, what's that on that bee right there? What's on that bee? Oh, thank you guys. It is hereditary. Batman mustaches fall off temporarily. Oh, this is my business card. Would you like to read this out loud?
From the top, rollerblade detective.
Thank you.
Sherlock Holmes.
I like Holmes.
123 Justice Court.
That's right.
Sacramento, California, 95818. Anyone want to get this number? She can do heavy breathing later on.
Thank you.
916-498-5600.
Yeah.
You want me to do the dear Brenda?
Oh no, that's a card to my ex-wife. Give it back, dear Brenda. Remember when you vowed to love me through sickness and health? I guess joke's on me. Haha, very funny. Marrying my brother Martin. I'll get to the bottom of this and find justice. Martin used to pick his nose and okay, you don't need it. Okay, you don't need that. All right, one last thing that Brittany wrote here. It's I'm a morning person. My mornings just start at 2 p.m. Tip it. We don't know. Jury's not out. Thank you so much for helping me solve the mystery of Britt Bear as a comedian and that.
You guys, one more time for Brittany, you guys. Sherlock Holmes, you guys. All right, let me reset all this shit. All right, are we having fun? Yeah. All right. I'm about to introduce this guy as a friend of mine. All these people are usually friends of mine because these people are handpicked. But this dude has helped me out with a lot of jokes and has kind of helped me out with punching up my own act. I trust him quite a bit, and he's very funny. You see him around a lot. He recently did a big show. I would like to welcome my good friend AJ DeMello to the stage.
Hey, one more time for Paul for putting on this show, huh? I gotta admit, I'm hoping this mustache falling off isn't a thing tonight. I mean, I've already had enough hair loss, you know, like, come on. How we doing? How we feeling? Feeling pretty good, guys? I just want to say to start off that no, I am not the dad from Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. I know what I look like. I look like I'm either really for or against gay marriage. Oh man, this anybody else kind of through with it with their iPhones? Not sure if they want it anymore. I see a couple head nods. You never got an iPhone? Android? That would be kind of cool if you just like had a cord come out of your pocket. It's like actually landline. Somebody's on the other end. Don't worry. You know, like keep the imaginary friend alive. No, no. But I'm thinking about taking a break from my iPhone because last week I went to pray for someone in the hospital, but instead of starting with "Dear God," I said, "Hey Siri." Yeah, now I'm like half worried that like when I actually like call out for Siri, I'll hear the voice of God. You know, like it's not fun. And I'm feeling pretty good though. I'm on medication. Yeah, don't clap for that. No, you shouldn't. Well, you know, I mean, it could be Oxycontin. You don't know. No. I get a bad back, like a really bad back, where I smoke weed, but I still get mad at things like players kneeling for the national anthem. Not because the kneeling. Well, this got interesting real quick. I don't know if I should keep doing the joke or not. We'll just go to the next joke. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I get a bad back, but I wanted to do something about it, so I actually lost 85 pounds in the past year and a half. Well, I could be lying. No, but like losing weight, it's made like some things better, but it's like giving me more anxiety doing stand-up. Like my roommates are comedians. If my roommates are comedians, they're like, you know, you're not supposed to want to look good doing comedy. And I was like, you know, you're not supposed to be talking to me when I have this sheet hanging in the room. You know, that's your room, that's my room. You know, we're in this together. I don't know. I'm getting old, man. I'm getting old. I'm gonna sugarcoat it. I've been through a lot. I've seen some things. I mean, look at me. I'm 24 years old. It's a fun time. And I just saw my doctor recently, which is funny. I'm 24, but I look like I just came from a colonoscopy. No, but I just saw my doctor, and he was like trying to be all like real hip, you know. He's like, "Hey, so what's going on with you?" And I was like, "You're holding the clipboard," you know. Like, but I kind of played along. I was like, "Oh, no, I'm kind of at a weird point, doc." And he's like, "Well, what's going on?" I was like, "Well, I feel like I either need to stop smoking as much weed or get glasses." No, seriously, I was on a date with this girl, and I was like, "Whoa, look at that moon." But it was a Shell gas station sign. It's not good. I'm talking to the same girl, though. She's tough. She's a painter. She says she's not really into me because I'm bald, one hairstyle, so she can't really work with that. And I was like, but if you're a painter, isn't life what you make it? I mean, I'm not bald, baby. I'm just a blank canvas. You know what I'm saying? I am smoking too much weed. Ever since the pandemic, I've been smoking so much weed that I've been eating too fast. Like last night, I ate half a pot pie before I could put it in the oven. You know, not good. I know. I don't know if he's with me. He's still mad about the Siri thing. You know. I'm more of a pizza guy myself, though. I love pizza. Just don't get how some people will eat it without the cheese. Just kind of defeats the purpose to want no cheese on pizza. That's like wanting no glitter on your stripper. But how are they supposed to shine? You know? Not a fan of the pizza stripper jokes, okay? That's all right. Anybody here trying to actually bananas? Segue. Stick with me. Here's the thing. I love bananas because I found out they slow your heart rate down. And I have an irregular heartbeat, but I still drink a lot of coffee and smoke weed, and both of those speed up the heart. I use a banana like someone with a peanut allergy uses an EpiPen. So please, you ever see me out of breath fumbling a banana? Maybe stab me with it, okay? You could save my life. I've been kind of forced into eating healthier because I just found out I'm gluten intolerant. Yeah, one of those folks. No, but I've only been eating like vegan and gluten-free foods, which has created a whole new set of problems for me. Like, I'm living in constant fear. I've never been more afraid I'm going to fart on stage in my life right now. Still a clean joke. Oh, man. Who else here has got anxiety, huh? We got one guy and a bunch of liars. There we go. 2 hands. There we go. I got anxiety, but like bad anxiety, where I have trouble saying no to people, especially women. Like, whenever my girlfriend asks me a tough question, I sort of turn into a magic 8-ball, you know? She's like, "Do you love me?" And I'm like, "I can only speculate." Yeah, we're not together anymore, but you know. You guys excited about this presidential election coming up? Couple of woos. Well, it's not that interesting. I don't think Nader's running anymore. No, but here's the thing. Even though I don't lean, I'm not looking forward to it at all, because even though I don't lean right or left, I got caught up in the crosshairs the last election. It's a true story. I was walking my dog at this park in Turlock where I used to live, but thing is, I had my headphones on. I was walking forward, didn't look behind me, but I guess there was a MAGA rally at the park that day. It's 100 people walking right behind me. I had no idea. My neighbor had me driving by, calls me like, "Hey man, I don't know if you know this, but you're like leading the Trump army." Didn't think I was going to make the news that way. Definitely a oops. So, you know, I say some weird things on stage, but I was hanging out with my buddy recently. He said something kind of off the wall, I thought. We both had our dogs with us, and he was saying, you know, I was thinking my dog's like my child. I think your dog's kind of like your child. Everyone's dog is like their child. And I was like, whoa, hold the phone, you know, let me think about this, you know. And here's why I think it's not. Like, I have a blind dog. If I had a blind child, I wouldn't just let her walk into the wall and then awkwardly laugh with my friends. Like, there's some differences between your dog and your child. Like, if you see your dog kill an animal, it's like, well, then that animal shouldn't have been there. If you see your kid kill an animal, it's like, maybe block the bedroom door. Should have got a dog. I actually do have a blind dog. She went blind a couple of years ago. I had an old buddy over that hadn't seen her since before. So as soon as he saw her crash into the wall, he was like, "Hey man, is she blind?" And I was like, "No. She's just a big fan of the Kool-Aid Man," you know? he didn't believe me. He's like, "Hey, dog, are you blind?" And she's like, "Oh yeah." Yeah, you can tell I smoked too much weed for that joke. Sometimes, as you can tell by that joke, sometimes you get too stoned for your own good. And one of those times in particular was during the pandemic. I got really day drunk. Smoked this hash infused joint. Ended up at a Denny's where I was too stoned. Like, I remember asking the waitress, "Hey, what's the chef gonna cook the food on the flat grill in front of us?" And she's like, "This isn't that kind of restaurant." And I was like, "What? I thought this was Denny Hannes." It was not Denny Hannes. It was a Barnes and Noble. It's way off, All right, I'm going to end on this bit that you're either going to love or you guys are going to be like, "Well, he was cool." But it's clean, I think. My dog, she's got bone spurs in her back, and I know, right? I know, but I'm up here though. Poor me. No, I'm just kidding. Taking the fall for both of us. No, I mean, no, she's got bone spurs in her back, and the pain pills, they help with pain, but it's what took her eyesight. And yeah, I thought about like going after the animal hospital for prescribing pills that made her blind, but my dog was already old when I brought her in. Didn't know if I could prove it, which kind of shows how my dog isn't my child. I mean, if my actual kid was getting pills from the doctor that was making her blind, I wouldn't just be like, "Well, she's already 10. How much longer?" I know some of you thinking, "Well, geez, AJ, that's kind of messed up." You want to know what's messed up? I'm 24 years old. Okay. And my name's AJ Lamau. Thank you guys very much.
All right. Okay, one more time for AJ, you guys. All right. We have 2 hours left of the show. There's another 15 comedians on their way. A bus is about to pull up. I'm just kidding. You know what, you guys? This has been amazing. From the bottom of my heart, thank you guys very, very much for coming here. I couldn't be more grateful. I hope you guys had a good time. Yeah. Absolutely right. Yeah. How about one more round of applause for all the comedians that you have seen? There is another show here. I'm pretty sure it's close to being sold out, but if it is not, and you would like to stay for another show, please do. But there's shows here almost every night of the week, so come by and support. If you want to follow me on Instagram, I am Paul Doyle Comedy, and you can come do that. But otherwise, come and support Jesse in this show, and just come by and be part of this fun scene that we have here. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys very much for coming out tonight, and you have a good rest of your weekend, okay? So thank you very much.
All right, everybody, that is the end of Squeak, but we're not done, as Paul said. We've got another show coming up at 9 o'clock, almost the exact opposite show. It's strip comedy coming up at 9. It is what it sounds like. So if you want to stick around, we do have a couple tickets left if you want to upgrade your night. But if you're done with us for the night, thanks for coming. Check out stabcomedytheater.com for our full calendar of events. We're live in person Thursdays through Sundays, and we stream everything we do 6 nights a week. So thanks for hanging out with us. Hope to see you again. Strip comedy begins in about 11 minutes.
moment of every hour of every day. Oh, I'm in a spin, but baby, everything is A-okay. Touching you, boo, boo, boo. Touching me, touching you, touching me. Yeah. Oh, I believe in a thing called love. Listen to the rhythm of my heart. There's a chance we can make it now. We'll be rocking till that sun goes down. I believe in a thing called love. Ooh, touching you, touching me, touching you, touching me. I believe in a thing called love. Listen to the rhythm of my heart. There's a chance we can make it now. We'll be rocking till the sun goes down. I believe in a thing called love, 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 I believe in a thing called love. Listen to the rhythm of my heart. There's a chance we can make it now. We'll be rocking till the sun goes down. I believe in a thing called love. I believe in a thing called love, love, love. I believe in a thing called love.
Welcome to the Stab Comedy Theater. It's time for strip comedy. Please welcome to the stage your host, David Shapiro.
Hello, how are you guys? Good, excellent, cool. My name is David Shapiro. When my family moved here, it was a time of anti-immigration, kind of like a little bit like now. So we had to change the spelling of our last name so we could assimilate, like with the white people. Now we do it the white way with an S. But before that, we did it the Jewish way, traditional Jewish way with the $sign. Okay. I think I'm going to count that as a laugh. Is that... Okay, cool. That's the point of the show. The point of the show is if you guys don't laugh, then we have to take an article of clothing out. Yeah. That usually gets a laugh. I don't know. My email is luckyjew22@yahoo.com. And I used to be embarrassed about the Lucky Jew 22 part, but now I'm just embarrassed about the @yahoo.com. Yeah, my ex-wife, she scolded me the other day about my email. She said, "You're the only person under 70 who uses Yahoo email." And I said, "Well, I'm the only person under 70 who gets spousal support from you also." So, all right, that's not really a laugh. That's fine. You know what? She doesn't laugh at that either. So, I learned. Sorry, I don't want to like awkwardly, try to do a mic with a jacket. What? Oh yeah, because I planned for it. I'm not. Look, I think I'm funny, but like I don't know if I'm like I don't know. Maybe you guys don't. Maybe I'm not your type. We all have types. If your type is a small woman-sized Jewish man, then I'm it. Yeah, I'm average American woman height. I didn't know that until I learned it, and now it makes sense. I'm not taller than. What? How tall are you? Oh yeah, no, I'm average American woman height. You're a little below average. Yeah, yeah, five and a half. Yeah, that's okay. 5'2" is a good height. It's not bad. I don't know. I'm okay. So like, I think I'm the maximum short you can be, before you feel bad for a guy. Like the guys that are like down here, and you see him and you're like, oh no, your life must be difficult as a dwarf. Is dwarfs okay, right? That's like the okay. I think dwarfs okay, because like in Middle Earth they're dwarves. So like on Upper Earth they're dwarves also, right? Like that's okay? Yeah, okay, dwarves anyway, they look really strong always. Like proportionally, the shorter they get, the stronger they get. Like if they're like this tall, I think they can like bench press 3,000 pounds or something. Oh man, they're strong. I'm not sure if that was a laugh or if I just trailed off. What do you think? You guys are the adjudicators. You guys are the deciders of fact here. So you can be like, no. If you want, yeah. One time, a guy right about here, he was sitting right where you guys are. A comic told a joke because sometimes I'm really excited for this lineup, you guys, because this is a great lineup full of good comics. But usually I get a lot of open micers and amateur comics, and I'm not saying that's bad, but sometimes they're not funny, and sometimes they just keep rolling. And I'm not saying this next person that I'm about to tell you is a bad comic. I actually think she's really good, but the audience was a little tight that night, right? And so a guy right about there shouted at a girl, "Hey, take off your shoe," for that joke. Yeah, because she just wasn't going. Another time a guy was doing a joke, and it was Halloween, and he had a mask and a hat, and he had jackets for days, right? And then he told the joke, no one laughed, and he started to take off his pants before anything else. And a woman right about here said, no, you have a hat first. Yeah, right, yeah. One time, a bunch of guys just every guy in the show except me took off their pants before their shirt, which is weird. Like I don't know. Everyone just looked like Donald Duck on that show. It's very strange. I'm not to the point where I want to take off my T-shirt. I'm working on my body. This isn't a joke. That's just an explanation. I'll tell you some more jokes. You guys have been laughing along though. But yeah, no, a Roman style, adjudicate away. I should ask you guys some ground rules. Do like caps count? What do you think? We ask every audience. Yes? Okay, caps count. The guys with the hats were like, yeah, absolutely. Jewelry? Does jewelry count? No. Belts? More no's. I'm like, well, some people need a belt to hold up their pants, so it's part of it. Shoes? Oh, I think shoes count. You're like, I don't want to see feet. What do you want people to take off? You got to take off shoes before you take off pants. I mean, I have socks on. So what? No. I don't. No, these aren't. No. Have you ever put your pants on over your shoes? Oh, all right. Well, touche. Girl pants are different. Girl pants are different. They are. I know that for a fact because I actually do drag professionally. I'm very pretty. I'll have to show you a picture. Yeah, much prettier than my ex-wife. People are always like, "Did she leave you because you do drag?" And I'm like, "No, she left because I'm prettier than she is." And yeah, and I'm not allowed to tell you like where she because I always name her law firm, right? Because so she practice. She practices it. Yeah, well, so she's a lawyer, right? She's a lawyer, right? And right, that's why she pays me. It was a whole thing in court. No, in court when the judge was like, we're gonna hear the matter of spousal support, and so everyone, like the four of us, like me, my lawyer, her lawyer, and her, right? And her lawyer was like, he's a man, he shouldn't get spousal support. And my lawyer was like, that's sexist. He does stand up comedy for a living, like he'll die, you know. And then right, and her lawyer was like, well, but he has a college degree. And my lawyer was like, that still doesn't matter. Like she makes more money. That's the only thing that matters. And then her lawyer was like, but he's a man with a college degree. And my lawyer started to say something, and the judge was like, stop, like in the Britney Spears video. And the judge said, what's the college degree in? And then all four of us at the same time said, theater. And the judge said, oh no. You have to pay. Yeah, he'll die. Like, he can't buy groceries with monologues and soliloquies. So I get support. And see, my friends are mad because she kept my last name to practice law, but it's Shapiro, which is like a really good lawyer name. Like, if you had to pick a lawyer, would you pick Shapiro or any other last name? What's whose last name? It's sometimes I say wife too. Well, her maiden name? Oh, her maiden name is Miller. And then now she goes by her baby daddy's name, even though they're not legally married. Yeah, and that's Vickers. Right. But no. So, I mean, Shapiro's better than all those. Yeah, right? Like, Shapiro's a bomb lawyer name. And my friends are mad, and they're like, she shouldn't get to use your last name anymore. And I'm like, well, I get paid spousal support, so it's kind of fair. Like, she's kind of renting it if you think about it, and I'm getting like royalties for it, you know, like every month she uses it. And yeah, I want commission, right? I want her to get business. Like, so if you guys need a lawyer, she's a great lawyer. And she told me I'm not allowed to tell you what the name of her law firm is, but it is the only law firm in Sacramento with Shapiro in the name. And also she just started an Instagram account, because every time Instagram's always like, you have the same last name. Do you want to follow this person? And I'm like, I don't think she wants me to, Instagram. But she just started a new one, Concrete Risk Specialist, because she does concrete law. Yeah. I wasn't trying to tell a joke. Don't count that one against me. It pays her money. I don't know. It pays me money too. So, yeah, keep doing that concrete law. But if you want to look her up on Instagram, Concrete Risk Specialist is the new handle. Yeah, and then you can see I'm prettier. So, yeah, no, I don't know. It's where are we going from here? I'm like, where do you guys? We've been all over the map already. I had an idea of what we were doing, but then things came up, and spousal support. Yeah. I just learned 65% of people masturbate when they're on a phone call, just randomly. Yeah, but I'm in the 35% that does not. Right. But like 65% of people do randomly masturbate on the phone, right? And I have OCD, which intrusive thoughts. So like I can't stop thinking about them while I'm in my 35%. Like, damn, who's masturbating while I'm talking to them? I want to know, right? And because I have OCD, like a few different things, like the intrusive thoughts, and then also I'm a germaphobe. I like to clean a lot, right? And so I wear my shoes that I can take my socks. I can be, because these socks don't go in other shoes or whatever, germaphobe logic. But I like to clean when I'm on the phone, right? Like I don't want to masturbate, I just want to clean. And so I have like a little telemarketer headset, and that way I can like multitask, right? Like, yeah, thank you, you're with me, my height buddy's with me. And so I was on the phone the other day, and but proportionally, like, you're shorter than me, but really we're the same, because oh my gosh, how short are you? If you were a dude, we'd all feel sorry for you. Yeah, we established that. I don't think you were here. We'd be like, oh, little homie. No, so I was on the phone the other day, and I'm cleaning, right? And like my apartment is like made in the mid 70s, I think. And so it's kind of a sexist apartment. Like the countertops are a little too high for me at average American woman height, and a little too deep for me to reach like that glass backsplash. But okay, that was I tried. That was a tag. You got no one ever laughs at that one, so I tried. I know. I was bold. I even brought my phone up so I could try new stuff that I don't try. No, so I'm like cleaning the countertop and I can't reach like the corner, like where the walls meet in the because it's a little deep and like I'm trying to reach it and I can't reach it and I'm like straining to get it and then I'm like, oh shit, it sounds like I'm masturbating a little bit. And so I was like, I'm not masturbating. And she said, what? And I said, well, I just learned that, 65% of people randomly masturbate on phone calls, and I'm in the 35% that doesn't, and 65% of people do, and I just want you to know I'm not in that 65%. I'm in the 35% that's not masturbating on the phone call with you. And she said, David, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I was like, a lot, actually. I'm mentally ill. I have OCD. But it worked out in the end because she was like the nicest smud lady ever, and she didn't charge me a late fee for November. Okay, that kind of got laughs. That's good because all I got left are shoes. We didn't count belts, so she doesn't want to see feet. Actually, I have really pretty feet. I do. Well, no, because they're like pretty girl feet, and I'm trying to be a dude right now. So, yeah. So, life's weird. With mental illness, but also being a straight drag princess. Sometimes, thank you. Well, yeah, because I'm not a queen, Princess skews younger. It sounds cuter, right? Yeah. It's like, oh, she's a princess. Well, that's you, baby. I'm not. I've only been a woman for, 10 days a month for 7 years. Like, I got a ways to go. Oh, actually, you guys can vouch how pretty I am. You've seen it a million times. Yeah, see, they're vouching. If I want to go on a date, but I'm still in love with my ex-wife, and I think she's still in love with me. That's why I talk about her so much. Yeah, and you got to talk about your life, and when you do comedy. But no, I if I'm gonna go on a date, like I think about all the ways it would go wrong, and so I'd get ready to go on this date. And then I'd probably have like a pimple on my nose, right? And I'd be like, oh, that's nothing though, right? Like I know how to do makeup, like I know how to beat a face to perfection. So I would just a little bit of concealer, right? And it's gone, no pimple. But you can't just a little bit of concealer, can you? No, you have to put foundation over the concealer to make it all blend in, right? But then it's like, what happened to my eyes? Where'd they go? So just like, then I, just line them a little bit, smoke them out, a little bit of mascara. My eyes look popping, right? Right. And then it's like, oh no, what happened to my lips? And it's like, trick question, they're white lips. I never had them in the first place. But so I just, some lip liner and some lipstick. My lips look great now, right? And I just look a little cold, right? So just a little bit of bronzer, a little bit of blush, a little bit of highlight in the right spots. I look snatched, right? And it's like, I'm now 2 hours late for my date. And I text her and I'm like, don't worry, I'm still coming. And she's like, are you? Because it's like 2 hours past. And I'm like, yeah, I'll be right there. But then I look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, well, I have to put on a ponytail now and like a crop top and a mini skirt, yeah, and a pair of heels. Like I can't just go like this with boy clothes. And then I get there and she's like, I'm like, I sit down and she's like, you look great, but what the fuck's wrong with you? And I'm like, oh my God, I get that a lot. Like the fucking smud lady just said that. And she was like, why? And I was like, you don't want to know. You can't unknow about the 65%. And she was like, 65% of what? And I was like, you don't want to know. I don't know. It's also weird because I brought up type earlier. Wow. Okay, cool. Thank you guys for coming. If the crowd doesn't laugh, we have to take shit off. Okay. Just tell everyone the stuff. Yeah, so where was I? I distracted myself. Oh, no. Right. Yeah. The other 60. Oh, no, yeah. No, you don't want to. They don't want to hear about it. You don't want to know about 65% of people, what they're doing when they're on the phone with you. What? They're masturbating. Yeah. Yeah. But not me. I'm in the 35% that doesn't. Yeah. I'm just cleaning. If it sounds like I'm masturbating, I'm just cleaning. So, yeah. You're I think he should go to a professional if he's masturbating while he's on the phone with you. Okay, I don't want to know about that percentage either. I don't know where that's going. Um No, like type. That's what I was talking about. Type, right? Like everyone has a type, and I learned after my wife divorced me. She cheated on me, and I know, right? So we can make fun of her. No, it's okay. She pays me spousal support. Yeah. And then I talk about her. Yeah, yeah. So we're not even yet. Like we got a ways to go. Um, but no. If I when she left me, and then I'm like trying to figure out who I want to date, and do I want to date? I'm still in love with her. I don't know if I should date, but I realized I have a type, but it's not a physical type. Like I don't care physically. I'm attracted to small business owners with more than 2 employees, which I wish was a joke, but that's actually the truth. It's just that's a specific type of like strong woman who like yeah, I could explain it, but it's not funny. So we'll just stop and keep going with funny. And this otherwise it's gonna be like therapy at some point for me, you know. But yeah, no, I don't have a type, but I would love to date like a size 8. Um, I'm not like sizes. I'm just also a size 8, and I'm Jewish. What? In women's clothes? Yeah, we could share clothes. That's right. That was the punchline. Yeah. I don't know. It's okay. I'm just like I want credit for it still. Like, right? Because then we can share clothes. Yeah. Because like double your wardrobe. Like I think that's a dope deal for her. I mean, she's gonna look kind of like a stripper, but I still think it's a really good deal. Because we can share clothes. If she's the same shoe size, then we can share shoes too. And it's weird because my friends will be like, "Oh, look at that girl," and I'm like, "Yeah, she has a cute booty, but also she's wearing some cute peep toe booties that I would like to wear." Okay, no, yes, I don't know. Do you guys not know what peep toe? Yeah, okay, you laughed. Okay, I'm gonna take it. No? Oh, I just got shoes. I can take off a shoe. Yeah, that's fine. Don't look, don't look, don't look. It's behind the shoe. You can't see it. Perspective. I did that just for you. Um, yeah. So life's weird. I think I was there. Life is pretty weird. Um, when we got divorced, my ex-wife and I, we owned a home and we had appliances, right? Major appliances, and so we had to decide what we all wanted. And I was like, she was like, "What do you want?" And I was like, "The washer and dryer, because I'm not dirty like you and your baby daddy." I really said it because I'm funny. Like, and in the moment, I was like, I should remember that. That's a good joke. And and I was like, "What do you want?" And she said, "Well, I want the refrigerator." And it was a nice fridge. Like I miss it. It's double door, like freezer drawers. It made 3 kinds of ice, and it did water in the yeah. And I wish I had said, "So you have somewhere cold to keep your cold heart." But I thought of that like a week later. It wasn't funny. Yeah, it wasn't timely. So she was like fine, and we had a rule because of my OCD, like no one could come in the house to help her move out because like it freaks me out when people not having sex with her in my living space. Right. So I definitely don't want the baby daddy in there. So I was like, no, I helped you move in, so I'll help you move out. It's fine. Like that's why we're gonna do it. And she was like, fine, then have the fridge in the garage by 4 p.m. on Friday. And I was like, all right. And then she left. And then I looked at and it was a big fridge, right? And I'm an average American woman height. Right. I'm small. I'm like, I would not ask you to move a fridge. Like, that'd be weird, right? Also, Friday at 4 p.m. is about when the Sabbath starts for Jews. So, like, we don't work on the Sabbath. You know, I'm not moving a fridge during the Sabbath. God probably wouldn't like that. Um, he'd be like, hire somebody like a normal Jew. Um, that was laughter. I don't know if we can laugh at that laughter, but I'm fine with that. So yeah, she came back on Friday at 4 p.m. and she came inside and she was like, the fridge is still in the house. And I was like, right. And she was like, it's 4 p.m. on Friday. You were supposed to have the fridge in the garage by 4 p.m. on Friday. Today's Friday. And I was like, oh. And she was like, I feel really let down. And I was like, well, you were supposed to stay married to me till we died, so I also feel really let down. That's what it feels like, I guess. I don't know. We found the comparison point for us, and she got really mad and she like shoved me like when she was right. And I'm a small man, but I'm still a man, like right. And like I said, the smaller you are, the stronger you get. So I held my ground, right. And I think she felt like I pushed her back a little bit just because I held my ground, but I didn't, right. Because the next thing I know, like her baby daddy's in my doorway and he's like, David, I'm gonna fight you. And I was like, yeah, let's do it, because like he's been stooping my wife for like a year, right? She left me. What's that? No, he does. I think he builds decks. Yeah, she. This is her type. I don't know what she's doing. No, let me tell you about him, because this man wants to fight me, so I need to set the scene. He's like 6'3", and he's really, really strong. And he has no neck, not just because like he lifts. He doesn't know how to balance his lifting, and so like no, they're too much lats, I guess. I don't know, and I don't lift that much. And his Instagram, when they started dating, because I wanted to see like who is she leaving me for. It said I lift so much at the gym they have to strap the machines to the ground, and I'm like, bro, that's right. Like he drives a truck that has testicles on it. Like we're not the same, right? Yeah. So, but he's in my doorway and he wants to fight, right? And I'm like, yeah, let's go, let's fight, because like I'm supposed to lose that fight, right? Like I'm supposed to lose, right? So if I lose, this man just beat me up in my house and I can sue him, and I can ask her if she wants to represent me, and she'll be really mad about that, right? But if I win, he's a big man. I can stand on his carcass like a lion tamer. Usually I have a shoe. It looks better with a shoe, yeah. And I can be like, oh my God, y'all, look, David and Goliath. Take a picture, hashtag it, Yeah, so I was like, let's go, let's fight. And then he went, like, I swear, he jumped like this, and he said to her, call the police, babe. And I was like, you left me for a Karen? Ugh. With truck testicles? Thank you. All right, should I try something new for you guys? All right, because I still have a shoe. No. I don't like my body yet. It's not. I've been doing a lot of isometrics, so maybe if you come to the next one, maybe then I'll be proud enough to take off my shirt. I don't know when it'll be, but how did you guys find out about the show tonight? Google? Oh, okay. Well, you know what? You should follow Stab Comedy Theater, and then you can see more shows like this. You would think that I would have had that ready. Yeah, I know. Oh, I don't know. I suck. Okay, I'll try something new. Thank you. I'm gonna try something new. I don't think men should joke about the women they would, could, shouldn't date, right? Well, but it's like, because no one's gonna take your side, right? Like if you're like, oh, I only want to date hot women, people are gonna be like, what makes you think you deserve a hot woman, right? And if you're like, I only want to date, smart women, they're like, what? Why would a smart woman want to date you? Like they're always gonna. But like the thing is, I do drag, right? And I work at a gay bar, so and all my friends are gay men, and they don't have good taste in women, like at all, and so. Because that's not their thing, So like, okay, you guys might hate me for this. I'm gonna do it though. I'm gonna tell you this joke. So they bring this woman over to me, right? And she's like, and they're like, David, look, she's straight too. And I'm like, no, that's not how it works. Like, I don't. She's straight too. Like, and they're like, no, but she has boobs. And she's over here like, I have 2 boobs. And I'm like, man. Look, I have standards. What I don't have are the answers to the 3 riddles to get across her bridge. So, okay. She laughed enough for all of you. So I'm like, it's not gonna work. I can't date that giant troll, like, you know, and like, not, and then I'm just in this world with dwarves and trolls, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening in my life? All right, I'm gonna do. I think I've been up here for a while, so oh wait, I can't do it yet. I'm sorry. I was thinking I was gonna get off. I've been up for a while. Okay, cool. All right, I want to make sure you guys get a good show. So I decided arrogantly to give you more of me. Yeah, usually just book a good show. I think the biggest challenge for me to go on a date is because I'm just extra, right? And so if I go on if I went on a date, I always think about how it could go wrong, right? And we go to Starbucks, and my date's like, I want a vanilla latte, and the barista's like, okay, and I'm like, I want a hot chocolate, and the barista's like, you're an adult, and I'm like, yeah, and she's like, decaf coffee, and I'm like, no, I don't, I just decaf kind of still makes you jittery, and I just want a hot chocolate because hot chocolate's tastier, so just let me have a hot chocolate. And she's like, okay, so a hot chocolate for this man and a vanilla latte for the woman, and I'm like, yeah, and I'm like, oh, could I get it with almond milk? And she's like, why not regular milk? And I'm like, because I'm lactose intolerant and I'm on a date and I don't want to be like gassy while I'm on a date. That's a terrible decision. And then my date's like, why not soy milk? And I'm like, do you know we're over reliant on soy as a society? And too many people eat too much soy, and it can really make you like break out. And like, I'm already on the date, so if I get a nose pimple, I don't even know what to do, because then I'm gonna have to be like, excuse me, while I go apply a full face of makeup over this. And I didn't bring my makeup on the date with me, so like, that's not gonna work. Right, and I don't have my ponytail. I don't have any of it. So the barista's like, okay, so an almond milk hot chocolate for this boy, and a vanilla latte for the woman. And I'm like, yes. If I could get that peppermint hot chocolate though. And somebody always laughs. I don't know why, but peppermint hot chocolate's superior, and I'm gonna get it every time I have the option to. And then the barista's like, okay, so peppermint hot chocolate with almond milk. And I'm like, oh, one last thing. When you warm it up, if you could warm it up to the kid temperature of 75 degrees. Yeah, no, because I have a sensitive mouth, right? I do. And so I'm like, I don't want to burn my mouth. I want to enjoy my drink at the same time my date enjoys her drink. And the barista's like, what date? She left, yeah. And the barista's like, that's cool, because I'm going to give you whipped cream. I know you wanted it. And I'm like, yes, I did. How did you know? Yeah. Okay, guys, that's all for me. I'm really excited for the rest of this show. I'm excited to bring up the rest of the comics. You guys ready? Okay, awesome. Please give it up for Lisa Lashin.
Hi. I'm in a coat. Okay, that didn't work. No more coat. All right. I really thought that was gonna be cute and like a thing. I was actually hot. I did that on purpose. How are you guys? I'm Lisa. I'm really excited to be here. I went through a divorce recently. Thank you. It's okay. I mean, it just didn't work out. I was in and out of rehab at the time, and he was, in and out of my best friend. You guys groaned, but I feel like that's a reaction. I don't know. So I'm sexually active now, and I feel like that's been interesting. I feel like sex changed since like the last time I had it. Well, cause the divorce marriage, you know how divorces work, no sex, bad. So I'm back on the sex market now, I guess. And like I said, I feel like it's been weird. I don't know. I was like dirty talk changed. I was having sex the other day, and this guy called me mommy. So I played into it a little bit. I was like, yeah, you like that? Son, okay, well, listen. Listen, here. Do you want this? I'm keeping that laugh. But I don't know. It was weird. He was more into it. So I started playing into it a little bit more. I said, you're such a disappointment to this family. Why can't you be more like your brother Mark? And then he came like immediately. I don't know. It's weird. I found that part relatable though. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I like degradation too. Yeah, I do. Like, I masturbate like to Fox News. What did you say? I actually like am way more curious what you said. What is the of what? On the phone! Oh my god, on the phone. Wow. I don't know. I was talking to a girlfriend of mine about my struggles with dirty talk. And she gave me some really interesting advice. She said, whatever they say to you, you just gotta like say back to them. So I tried that. And at first he was like, that feels so good. And I was like, yeah, that feels so good. And then he was like, your pussy is so tight. And then I was like, your pussy is so tight. And then he was like, you're so slutty. And I was like, yeah, I am. But you to talk about your brother Mark. So yeah, I don't know. I'm out in the pool. I date both men and women. Thank you. Supportive crowd. I don't like telling men that I date women, cause they do that annoying thing where they ask you for that threesome that you don't want. And I've come to realize why I don't want this threesome. And I think it's because like the girl you would pick and like the girl I would pick are like two very different girls. The girl you would pick probably looks like me if you have good taste. But like the woman I would pick is like a woman with an undercut who's strong, who's gonna tell you, move it, you're doing it wrong. Okay, well, I think that was my time. I still have like a lot of my clothes. I'm impressed. Thank you guys. Let's welcome back up your host.
Keep it going. Okay. You guys enjoying the show? Oh, I put this back. I'm sorry. I should keep it off the whole time. Yeah. I don't want to like step on something weird. All right. While I'm up here. Yeah, I got it. All right. So you guys got it. Do you feel you're adjudicating fairly? Like, do you want to? Okay. All right. Cool. All right, then we'll just keep the show going. I'm gonna bring up the next comedian. I'm really excited to have him here tonight. Please make some noise. Give it up for Connor Martin.
What's up, guys? Want to see my dick or whatever? Tough luck. We can't actually do that here. Don't have the permits. Anyhow, this is an interesting show. If you don't laugh at a joke I tell, I have to take a piece of clothes off. So I could just, like, not tell jokes the whole time. Take the power back, you know what I mean? Maybe we'll do a TED Talk. Let's talk about farming equipment or something. This is an interesting show. It's like, I feel like it's probably hardest for, like, a sexy lady. There's just dudes in the audience like, wait, if we don't laugh, she's going to show her titties to us. Just don't laugh. It's probably easiest for, like, a gross dude. Like, wait, if we don't laugh, he's going to show his titties to us. Don't. All right. Yeah, this is good. I like telling jokes to small groups of strangers because you guys are probably going to judge me for a few of the things I say tonight. And it doesn't really matter. I won't see you tomorrow. You know what I mean? It's good. It's a good setup. I recently committed adultery, kind of, sort of, technically, maybe. I'll just tell you what happened, and you tell me how you feel about it. Me and this girl had sex. Turns out this particular girl was married at the time. Not very cool, right? But she didn't tell me she was married until after we had sex. So I'm not the bad guy in the story, right? That makes sense to everybody in here, right? Exactly, and that's what I tried to tell my girlfriend. And she was like, it's not even the part I'm mad about. I'm like, everybody at Stab gets it, babe. They'll explain it to you, know? I got one of those girlfriends that complains a lot. She says she doesn't get out enough, which I think is petty given the state of the world, you know? It's children starving in third world countries. Meanwhile, she thinks she has such a bad life just because I keep her safely locked in the basement. Guys, come on. That counts. He laughed. Does it? I don't know. Was there a percentage? I don't know if I'm supposed to. I'll fucking take something. All right, hold on. I thought this was going to work better. The same one. Fuck you guys. I need to buy a new phone. Okay. All right. What was I talking about? Keeping a woman in a basement or something? Yeah, that's fine. Third world country. Yeah. Do you know what those kids in those third world countries would do to be in my girlfriend's shoes? Or any shoes, for that matter, guys. Oh, it's sad. No, I just bring that up because I like to talk about Tom's shoes. You guys remember? We were all psyched about it like 8 years ago, and then everyone stopped buying them. Remember, you buy a pair of Tom's shoes, they give a pair of Tom's shoes to a kid in a third world country. It's a great business model. It's kind of like what Nike does, guys. You know, every pair of Nikes you buy was made by a kid wearing Tom's. So it's kind of a cycle, you know? You're either giving them shoes or employment. It's one or the other. I don't really know how to be woke, clearly. I'm working on it still. I stopped fat shaming. I stopped slut shaming. The internet told me. Not that those were hobbies of mine, but we all did that in junior high, right? We were all dicks, kind of, every once and again. Made me realize, though, we're probably living in the best time in all of history to be a fat slut, and I think that's pretty sick. You know what I mean? My mom is psyched about that shit. She's like, party time, right? I feel like we've had enough hashtag hot girl summers, you know? Let's have some fat slut winters, right, guys? Come on, it's cozy. It's cuffings. Cuffing season is fucking season. That's I'm hashtag that. Anyhow, all right, here's my impression of a gynecologist who paid his way through medical school by being a bartender. Okay, ready? Here we go. All right, everything looks in order, Mrs. Johnson. You want me to leave it open or close it out? That counts. He was okay. Leave it open. I'm going to party. Right, girls? Okay. All right, you're right. Fucking there goes the hat. Well, I forgot the song. Hold on a second for effect. Just imagine. All right. It's the universal stripper song. I smoke too much weed, probably. That's my own assessment. You know, you shouldn't judge people, but personally, I'm like, I probably smoke too much weed, I imagine. You know, life ain't going great. You know what I mean? I'm doing this right now. You know? Usually, like, the worst thing that could happen when you have a joke bomb is, like, your self-esteem gets injured. But it's like, now it's my dignity, too. You know, that's a whole other level. I know how strippers feel, you know? No. I'm just kidding, guys. I don't have dignity. I smoked too much weed. I was sitting in a coffee shop trying to write jokes recently. I looked up from my notepad, saw this lady with really huge boobs, and I wasn't looking for them. It's the first thing my eyes landed on when I looked up. Sometimes that happens, right, guys? Sometimes they're looking for you, right, guys? That's right. She knew what she was doing. No. Anyway, it's not important. My eyes came into focus. I saw, here's something you guys don't know about me. I'm not a sports fan. I'm sort of a nerd, right? I smoke a lot of weed. So I saw this lady with the huge boobs, and then my eyes came into focus, and I saw that across her huge boobs was the word on her shirt. It said, Giants. And I'm not a sports fan, and I was very stoned. So for about a full 10 to 20 seconds, I was like, this lady's just bragging about the size of her tits in public. Like, those are giants, right? We're in public, lady. There's kids around. What are you doing? You know what I mean? That's what's going through my head. That's what I thought, because I'm stupid. And then some time went by, and I remembered that baseball is a thing that exists. I'm like, that is a jersey. Solve the mystery, guys. That's something people don't tell you about marijuana. You get to feel really accomplished all day just solving mysteries. It was only a mystery to you, but you know what I mean? You still feel good about it. And anyway, our friend came out of the bathroom with the exact same shirt on and much smaller breasts. And I could not help but think that shirt should say A's, kind of. Okay, right, guys? The Oakland A Cups, you've heard of them. Okay, we're no sports fans either. Okay, that feels like I need to take something off. I didn't feel right. I put myself into a corner now. It doesn't recognize me without my beanie, guys. This isn't fair. I'm gonna do the rest of my time like this. Can't judge me anymore. I've given up. I got started an OnlyFans, guys. It's all over for me. I mean, it's all beginning for me. Who's drinking? Sorry, who's drinking right now? Answer me, goddammit! Who the fuck? I can't afford to bomb anymore. I'm sweating. I had a jacket on just because I didn't want to show you my penis, and now I'm sweaty. You know, there's no reason to be wearing a jacket in here up until now. I drink beer because I'm a lightweight. Any other lightweights? A couple of you? Nobody? Yeah. I can't drink hard alcohol. I was drinking beers with a buddy of mine recently. He pulled out a bottle of Jack Daniels. And he said, this stuff right here separates the men from the boys. I was like, oh shit, really? What do you mean? You know? Like, is that true? Sounds like they could have used a bottle of Jack Daniels at the Catholic Church. You're telling me this stuff separates men from boys? Like, magically? Or what do you mean? Save the holy water. Sprinkle me with some Jack, right, guys? Holy water will keep you out of hell, but hell's decades away. Father Johnson's in the next room, guys. Holy moly. Well, I think I got the light, so I can only do a couple more minutes, but you guys were receptive enough for me to do this. Do you guys remember during COVID, there was like a brave group of souls who came out and told us that Hollywood is being run by pedophiles? Do you guys remember those articles? QAnon, do you remember them? Yeah, fucking QAnon, man. They said Hollywood is being run by a secret cabal of pedophiles, which is weird to hear, because my whole life growing up, the stereotype that I heard is a racist stereotype, but I always heard that Hollywood is run by Jews, right? And QAnon came out and they're like, no, Catholics, right? It's, different pedophiles? Okay, my bad. I apologize. Are you guys all Catholic, or was that just like, I just watched Spotlight last night. It's too, oh, you're right, fuck! All right. That's the one that really deserved the song and they didn't get it. I'm too sweaty. Sorry, Jesse. I know you're running a good establishment here. This is not what you... Hey now, you're an all-star. No. I'm gonna leave you on this. I liked the concept of QAnon, because they were a group of people who was like, they were like, we are against pedophiles. And I'm like, yeah, man, that's cool. Who's arguing with you guys about that? You know what I mean? Like, That's a very easy opinion to have. It doesn't make you a great guy to be against pedophiles. Let me be clear. It makes you a very bad person to be for pedophiles. You can be against pedophilia and still be a piece of shit, right? That's a low moral bar. That's like if I came on stage and I was like, you guys know what? I can't handle it anymore. I just have to say it. I don't like school shootings. I think they're wrong and they shouldn't happen, you know? And your guys are like, yeah, for sure, totally. But you know who else hates school shootings? Pedophiles. Doesn't make him a great guy, though, right? It's like, that's all right. I've been Connor. You guys been swell. Thank you very much.
Guys, keep it going for Connor Martin. I will say this is definitely the show where I get nervous back sweat if the crowd's not laughing. So like it's a lot. You guys, you're a great crowd. You're like, who screamed "Take it off"? Oh, that's cool. We need people like you in this audience. The people that no one knew, the people right there, right, that were sitting next to you and they left. They were definitely doing coke in the bathroom. It's just such a weird thing to go to a strip comedy show, do some coke, and then leave. Was that planned, or did they just not like me? Like I don't know. Okay. Oh, I'm like two shoes now. That wasn't fun. I thought it was fucking funny. Anyway, I'm excited to bring up the next comedian for you guys. Love working with this guy. He actually travels all over the country. He's a local favorite here in Sacramento. He's a great guy. I love him a ton. Please make some noise. Give it up for Ed Mina.
Keep it going for your host, David, everybody. Keep it going for David. They were doing coke in the bathroom? And they got the strip comedy show going on. It's like they couldn't afford fucking showgirls. They just came here, did a little line and left. They just felt like, it's a crazy Saturday night. How you guys doing? What's up? If you guys didn't know, right, there's a TV screen right outside that's like streaming the show on Twitch and stuff. And when Connor took off his shirt, they fucking censored his nipples. Free the nipple, all right? Like, if they censored that, wait till I take this shit off, all right? It's going to look like a fucking bakery, all the rolls. You guys like puns? Right? I like metal, right? Metal is like one of my favorite things to listen to, right? Like, check it out. Like, for instance, like... Ow! Some of you guys are looking at me like I'm crazy. You should get used to that joke because it's never gonna change. See, I usually do that. I usually do that as like a test to see how smart you guys are. You failed. Like I like how people get like angry about puns. You ever seen people like your reaction? You like you were gonna swing on me just now. People always get like weird and aggressive about puns, and it's like, don't be mad at me because you're smart. Just like, you got the joke, not me. I just said it's like a little love letter to your intelligence, all right? Just everybody enjoying their like holidays and stuff, right? I thought I'd get into the holiday spirit, wore my little Krampus shirt. I washed my ass with Dr. Bronner's peppermint soap, just now it feels like my asshole smoked a Newport, all right? Just real fresh back there, just like world star. I'm happy to be out of the house. This COVID stuff has been crazy with the lockdowns, right? We're just out here now. It doesn't fucking matter what pandemic, right? I'm just happy to be out of the house. I've been at home, like living like Winnie the Pooh, just like a t-shirt and no bottoms. That's it, just like walking around, but feeling like Eeyore. You know what I'm saying? Just like okay, I guess I'll go masturbate again. Oh bother, just happy. Exactly, she gets it. You ever watch so much porn that you just like start Facebooking? Just like what else is new? Just locked down. Did you guys know that if you scroll down below the video on a porn video, there's comments? Who the fuck are those savages? I want to meet you. Commenting on porn video. I would imagine that pussy is mighty wet. Send. Like, what are you doing? Who are you? I see some couples out here. Like, one of my favorite genres these days is like homemade amateur, right? Homemade amateur. If you guys don't know what homemade amateur is, it's like America's Funniest Home Vaginas. It's like It's when you convince your girl to be a whore for free. You know what I mean? Like, there's OnlyFans. Let's make some money. Okay. Whatever happens tonight, know that this vest is the last thing coming off, all right? So I'm just going to take the top thing off. Hold on. I appreciate it because it's hot as fuck, so my fat ass can breathe. I'm going to take this out because look at it. It looks like a fucking couch, all right? Anyway. I put my Star Wars shirt on. It's like a Star Wars burlesque show. You guys ever been in the Bay, right? The Empire Strips Back. That's not my joke, but yeah. I love Star Wars. I have a Boba fetish. All right, moving on. So what was I talking about? Can any of you guys remind me what I was saying? Because I forgot. And porn, yeah, porn. That's right, the comments, fucking people commenting, the couples, right? And homemade amateur videos, right? It's always like the dude with the phone, right? Just on the couch. Like the basket of laundry is right next door. You know, they're getting in there right after. The lady is right on top. She's doing reverse cowgirl because that's what I like to watch, right? Right? And right on the screen, there's a TV, usually playing fucking God knows what. What are people watching when they're having sex? There was like one couple that was watching the 10 o'clock news. It threw me off because I like my porn timeless. You know what I mean? Just like a casino. Yeah, I don't want no windows or clocks. I don't know when I'm coming out. 10 o'clock, it's noon for me. Like, it's noon. I don't want it. There was like one time I was going to town on myself, right? And they were like watching Law and Order SVU. Weird, right? I would have gone CSI, right? It's just distracting because I'm just there like, is that Stabler? You know, just like, and all I do is just like, good episode, comment. That's what I do. Like, I'm not trying to like kink shame anybody, or you know, it's just now I can't get off without listening to in the criminal justice system. That's all I need. And you know, it's like you ever heard the theme song to Law and Order? Right? It's not a crime song. That's not a crime song. It's like I got a slow fuck you with my arm right here, just like dun 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 dun. Mariska Hargitay! That's my safety word. All right? Ding dong, most heinous. Watch too much TV. That's all I do. Too much TV and porn. Where the potheads at? Any potheads in the house? Where you guys at? Any weed heads? Yes. I work in the pot industry, so that would make me an essential worker. All right? That's it. I am an essential worker, and it's great. It's just I have this one job. I work at a warehouse, right? I get these scrubs. I look like a vet tech, you know, or something like that. But I'm not that important. I just put weed in jars all day. That's it. But at the end of the day, I'll leave, and like people mix me up because of the way I look, right? I'll be at Safeway. I got my Ben and Jerry's for the day. I'm fucking eating ice cream, right? Been fucking packing weed. This guy in front of me dropped down into a seizure. Bzz, I'm waiting to check out, right? The cashier sees me in the scrubs, right? Sir, can you help him, please? Me, being the essential worker that I am, snap into action. I'm like, okay. Is he an indica or a sativa? You know what I mean? Just, what's his terp count? You know, just like, I just put a perfectly packaged pre-roll in his pocket, take my ice cream, go home. I got work in the morning. It's CBD. Bye. You know, just like, good luck, sir. Good luck. One thing I learned about like being locked up and stuff during the pandemics is that I can throw my back out smoking weed. You know, that's a new realization in my life. And it sucks because I have great posture, you know, when my back works, you know. But I went to go smoke some weed, right? And you don't want to be a super spreader. So what do? You do one of those. And I got to be careful now because it might fuck up my back right now. A lot of tension happening. Click. Something knocked loose back there. I don't know what it was, but it didn't affect me until a couple of hours later where I'm smoking again because, you know, it's California. And I'm not a bitch, right? But when I got a cough, you see this. I got to like brace on something now. I got to bend the knees and arch my back. And you see this? Just to make sure it doesn't get any worse. You know what I mean? Like if you were walking from across the street, like, why is that fat gothic dude furiously twerking in the corner over there? I'm just like, hands on my knees, shaking ass on my thought shit. You know, because I got that WAP. All right, I got that WAP. That weak ass pelvis. It's that weak ass pelvis. I got that weak ass pelvis. All right. I hurt my body. Yaddy 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 yaddy. Ow. You know what I mean? Ouch. You know? Before I get out of here, guys, right? Like I was walking down the street, right? And I saw these Christian missionaries, right? right? And they were walking and they saw me. And I knew that they saw me and I knew they were going to stop and talk to me. Because you see how I'm dressed, right? It looks like I fucking need salvation, right? They go, excuse me, sir. Have you found Jesus Christ? I said, no. Where'd you put him? He's not back at the church? Maybe you should have used stronger nails, all right? What? I didn't lose them. I didn't lose them. They're called carpenter screws for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Use them. Use it or lose them. I told them I was a comedian, right? And I told them like a cheeky sexual masturbation joke or whatever, right? And they were like, you know, Ed, you can't hold hands with Jesus Christ if you're masturbating. Right? That's good advice. Fair, right? I said, no, but I can look them in the eye until I finish. All right? They took the pamphlet back. Sir, have a nice day. God bless you. And if you laughed at that, I'll see you in hell too. My name's been Ed Mina. Give it back to your host, David Shapiro.
Keep it going for Ed. Keep it going for Ed Mina. All right, guys, we have one more comic. You feeling good still? Still enjoying it? Okay, cool. Thank you for getting some concessions and supporting Stab Comedy Theater. Appreciate that. Thank you guys again for coming. But like I said, we still have one comedian. I'm really excited. He travels the world and does comedy. Yeah, he's great, and he's also just a really awesome guy. Love having him in shows. So please put your hands together, make a lot of noise, give it up for Ngaio Belam.
What's happening? Merry fucking New Year. Just out here on White Claws and vibes and shit. Just doing what you do. I'm high. Surprise. Look at my haircut. I love weed. It makes me a better person, made me a better parent. I never hit my kids, right? I talked to them 3 or 4 hours. They probably wish I would hit them. They were like, man, are you still talking? Can I just get a spanking? Wrap it up, OG. I got shit to do. Right? Well, the Gen Z, like I'm Gen X, right? So we had phases. You go through a goth phase, maybe you go through a hoe phase, right? Gen Z, they have eras, right? You don't have a hoe phase. I'm in my slut era. It's serving cunt. That's funny to me. All right? I'm in my OG era. It's giving advice. It's giving. It's serving nostalgia. All right? You could ride the bus for a nickel. Just wait till you get my age. You'll be like, oh, it used to only be $18 million to see a movie. I don't know what it is. I just marvel. I'm on Twitter because I'm chronically online, and there was a guy posted, he works at the ER, and some dude came in with 3rd-degree burns on his dick from trying to fuck a Hot Pocket. Right? And I was like, he had to be young because you don't know nothing about foreplay. Stick your finger in it first. Right? Put your tongue on it for a minute. See if it's ready. Don't just be jumping right to the dick. There's too many dudes, too many heterosexual dudes. Y'all out here fucking like you don't want to be invited back. It's just bullshit. I'm just saying, like, even if you don't want to be invited back, you should fuck like you want to be invited back, right? Keep the brand strong. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand? I'm trying to fuck like I want to borrow money. Okay. I don't know if that one went as well as the other ones did. I wanted a stronger laugh for that. It's like a fucking bra. It's tricky. It's tricky. You have to practice. All right. Listen, come to it. I'll just be like, take it off for me. All right, enough of that. I'm gonna keep trying. I'm gonna keep going. Oh, I found it. Right? Nobody came up here to take their clothes off and shit. Everybody's up here being funny. We came to see a fucking strip show. Right? You understand? You listen, I'm 55, but I'm still fucking, and that's the important thing. I never thought about old people fucking before, but I'm becoming one. So I'm gonna give it like 10 more years. We'll see how it goes. Also, listen. You should bang an older person every once in a while. Seriously, word. No, listen. I'm just being honest. We have a wealth of knowledge and experience. That's the first thing, right? 10,000 hours. Right? 35, 40 minutes at a time. Secondly, my balls are finally long enough to hit you in the clit just right during the back shots. Right? I know half me feels weird telling you about my long balls hitting you in the clit just right during the back shots, but half of me really wants you to think about my long balls hitting you in the clit just right. Angle, velocity. What, y'all on Netflix and chill? You Netflix and chill? I do all of it. Netflix and chill, Hulu and do you. I'm with it. Showtime and Go Time. I'm here for it. HBO Max and take off your slacks. Let me know. Peacock and Seacock is all. Hey, Disney Plus and bust on these nuts. Let's go. That's what they do. That's what the OGs do. That's what the OGs do. Yeah. Well, you learn some things. Yeah, I'm here to help. This is all going to be on the final. Thanks for having a conversation with me during my show, by the way. I was like, man, I really don't want to go up here and do all this pre-written shit that I have. I would just like to have a conversation with the loud drunk people in the second row. He's like, are you drunk? I don't know. I've had like 3 White Claws. I'm out of control. No, White Claw. What are you drinking, IPA? Definitely an IPA. All right, hipster. Whatever. Fucking. Do they still call them hipsters anymore? I don't even know. I smoke weed. I'm not really a drinker. I'm a weed smoker, right? I like weed. Weed for me is the umami flavor of life. Do you understand? Weed is the ketchup. Weed is the soy sauce, right? Weed is the ranch dressing. Weed is the sriracha of doing shit, right? If some shit is cool, you smoke some weed, it's a little bit cooler. Hey, right? So turn it up a notch. Maybe it's not cool at all. Dip it in some weed. Right? It was all right. I mean, you know. Nobody really wants to wash dishes, but I don't mind. You get high and wash the dishes. This is hella fun. There's bubbles and shit. Woo! I made a hat. Right? I mean, it takes an extra hour because I got to make a playlist first. So fresh and so clean. Do y'all have sex at all? Some people are like, eh. Some people are like, It's just easier to watch porn. That's really, right? That's the modern day, man. You can watch porn on your smartphone in your car before you go to court. Right? Because you never know what's going to happen in court. Shit might go sideways. Get one last one in case it all goes wrong. Unless you're going to court for jacking off in your car or watching porn on your phone, then let it slide one time is what I'm saying. Give it a miss. All right, I'm going to tell you this story. There's a big difference. Okay, see, like that's the thing, right? Gen Z, millennials, y'all grew up learning to avoid porn, right? When I was 17, we had to find porn. You understand? We didn't have all the porn in the world in a magic box in our pocket. You had to find a magazine under your grandfather's bed, or somebody's uncle gave you a book, or maybe you found a VHS tape in the dumpster of your apartment building when the local pervert was forced to move away. Right? When I was 17, I had one VHS tape. One tape. Anal Stars, Part 3. No judging. I was lucky to have it. Right? That tape found me. We saved each other. And perhaps when I was 17, my copy of Anal Stars Part 3 got stuck in the VCR in the living room. What are you going to do? My mom handled it very well. Single mom. It was a teachable moment. She's like, hey, man, listen, if you're old enough to watch that shit, you were old enough to take the VCR to the repair store and not even tell me. Why do I have to find it? I'm like, you have a point. But it's also way more embarrassing because now I got to go talk to a stranger about it. Right? So I'm at the VCR repair store like, I don't know what happened. There's a tape stuck in it. Fucking cat. And the guy behind the counter was hella cool. He wasn't even tripping. He's like, oh, Anal Stars Part 3. I've been meaning to see that. Thank you. Thank you for bringing it in. They tell me that it answers a lot of questions left over from Anal Stars Part 2. Right? Apparently, there were some gaping holes in the plot. Just write your safe word down. Write it down. I don't want to hear it. Right? Write it down. Because if you say it, then I got to untie you. Right? We got to get the soft blankets out, do some cuddling. I start to feel bad. Tops have feelings too, you guys. Sometimes tops like a little aftercare. All right? My aftercare game is fire, though. Think about it. Like, because I'm freaky. I'm kinky. I don't give a shit who knows. Hello, Internet. When you're doing all that freaky, kinky shit, and by the way, don't be surprising people with your freaky, kinky shit, with the spitting and the smacking and the slapping and all that. Talk to them first. Don't be springing it on people. Right? You understand? But if you're into that and they're into that, fucking do it up. But just remember, though, like when you're doing crazy, aggressive fucking, you're releasing chemicals into the brain, right? Like adrenaline, oxytocin, you understand? Dopamine. So you really, it's like you're doing drugs, right? It's like you put a lot of drugs into your brain, and then afterwards, you kind of got to trip sit them for a minute, right? Because they're all fucking woo. So you're like soft blankets, dark chocolates, forehead kisses, affirmations, right? I know I called you a freaky little slut. It's because I really like you. All right. A little too much for you guys, you know? Is that advanced? Is that just old people fucking? You guys are still like missionary style, lights off. Get off me. It's not your birthday. Whatever. I don't know what you do. Just complain about sex scenes in movies. That's the thing. That's a Twitter thing. People complain about sex scenes. Like, this sex scene in the movie is completely unnecessary. I'm like, I'm an 80s kid. It needs titties. You just got to have... I don't even give a shit what the story is. Can there be some titties in it? Just a couple? Right? But everybody sees titties all the time now. You can just go on Instagram. There's like titties everywhere. Or Twitter. It's just fucking all... Have you heard of the internet? Two people? 3 people are like, I don't know. It's a fad. I'm just going to stand here with my belt in my hand for the rest of the show. Just like, you better fucking laugh. Right, tell a joke. All right, as soon as I remember the rest of my act, I'm going to tell a joke because I'm high. Weed fucks with your memory, bro. Mostly, I forget where I put my weed. That's really mostly the thing. I'm not serious. I found hash in my passport one time. That's not a good idea. All right? Never hide drugs in your passport. It's the first place they look. like, can we see your passport? No, you can't. I will race you to the consulate right now. How about that? Fucking hurry up. All right? And I don't bring weed internationally. I never have any problems finding weed. Look at my haircut. It's an international weed passport. People cannot wait to either buy weed from me or sell weed to me depending on the size of the town. Right? If it's a big town and I'm walking down the street, they're like, hey, man, you want to buy some weed? I'm like, no, I got some weed. If it's a small town, they're like, hey, man, do you have any weed? Man, I don't know you. Yeah, all right. Come on. You understand? I'm in Spain. I love Barcelona. That's how they pronounce it. They call it Barcelona, and that's how I pronounce it because I'm a little pretentious. And so I'm in Barcelona, right? And me amo Barcelona. Comida está muy bueno. La gente son muy amable. It's just a good time. Yo hablo español suficiente para fumar y comer y coger. Right. If you don't speak Spanish, I just said the food is nice, the people are cool, and I speak enough Spanish to smoke, to eat, and to fuck. Although technically, coger means to take. That's the literal definition. Coger means to take, right? But in Mexican slang, it means to fuck. okay? And I speak Mexican Spanish because I'm from California. So when I'm in Spain, they speak Spanish, so they stare at me because I giggle every time someone tells me to fuck a bus to get to the park. All right? Coge al autobús. No mames, güey. Cuidado, cabrón. All right. Getting to judge the crowd. I can't really tell. What are y'all all into? Do you do stuff? You're like, we come to the show, fucker. That's our job is to sit and smile and laugh appropriately and hope you take off some clothes. Y un poco de coger. Sí. Después de mi show. Después, en el carro. En el carro. ¿Dos? ¿Los dos? Vale. Find me on Fat Life. My Fat Life name is Sativa Dominant. You got to know two cultures to get that joke, so I'm proud of it. Okay, that one really didn't work as well. Yeah. It's hot. I really should have showered. No, it's my natural musk. That's funny to me. As soon as I remember my act, we're going to tell a few more jokes. I promise. I promise. How old is everybody? What's the median age in here? Like 24, 25? 22. Jesus Christ. My kids are older than you. Actually, I don't have kids. I have adults because they're fucking older than you. My daughter's 25. I'm very honest with my young adults too, right? Because they're adults. They grew up in the city. They got the internet. The world is the world. So I remember this is a few years ago. My daughter just started college, so it makes my son probably a junior or a senior in high school. And we're in the car talking. And I don't know how it came up, but we started talking about pink eye, right? And my daughter says to me, she says, you know you get pink eye from poop? You get poop in your eye, and it causes pink eye. And I'm driving like, that's why you never eat it from the back, pumpkin. She was in college. Did you hear me say she was in college? Y'all didn't fuck in high school? Wait a minute, time out. Senior year, the prom, that's why you wear the tux and get a limo. Are there a lot of virgins in here right now? You're a virgin. In your ear. That's some Armenian grandmother shit right there. I'm a virgin in your ear, huh? I don't know. I have an Armenian grandmother. You didn't know that. I don't, but maybe one day I will. If she finds me on Fat Life. All right. No? Is that too much for you? You didn't really come to the strip show to hear about sex? Or you guys, should we discuss the Middle East? I'm kind of confused. Like, no, we're fucking not bringing it up. Well, no, we just, I shouldn't even have mentioned it. Now I've cast a pall over the whole room. All right, 2 more jokes. As soon as I remember them, and then we're going to go outside. Everybody knows it. You all know what that means. You all know what that means, right? Even if you don't speak sign language, you speak some sign language. You understand? There's shit that's just universal. Anywhere in the world, right? Anywhere in the world. Let's go smoke a joint, right? Let me bum a cigarette, right? Huh? All right. That means I'll trade you for a little. Such a nasty face. That's not my face. I make a whole different face. I'm more like Fizz face. Look on my face like I smell some shit. Hey. I'm out of this world. I'm not your run of the mill. I stay abreast of the pop music, the songs. I had this one song last year. I had that goddamn Sam Smith song stuck in my head. I don't even know if I like that song. You know what I'm talking about? 24 songs on the body hall. Shit's catchy. I don't know if I like it. It's just catchy. Oh. I'm like, do you have a donkey in the fucking studio? What is going on? Oh. You left the kids out. Oh. You don't know that song? You'll hear it. You'll hear it. You'll be like, oh shit. You'll have to pull the car over. Like, oh my God, that dude was right. There is a donkey in the studio. Oh, ho, ho. You left the kids at home. It's gonna be stuck all the way home. No mames. Un poco mames. just solamente el tipo de mames. Sí, vale. Tipo de verga. All right. Wow. My Spanish has gotten so much better. It's kind of funny because, you know, sometimes when I used to live in LA, and sometimes Mexicans in LA can be a little racist. No, trust me. So you be at the taco stand chilling, and you hear somebody say some weird shit, right? I never say anything back. I just order in fluent Spanish. I was like, un burrito, like, and then they stare at me like, yeah, huh, bitch. We know you got to be careful, bro. There's black Mexicans all over the place. All right, hey. We spare no expense to bring you the greatest technological advancements. Stick it right in, man. We gotta check it, make sure it's ready. Did we have a talk about? It was one of the first things we talked about. Let's hear it for the staff here. Throw some money in the tip jar, or they'll stab you. This technically is the stabbing cabin. That's 80s slang. If you had a van, it was known as a stabbing cabin. Do y'all have sex at all? Have you ever? Would you just do it like the one room in the dorm? Are you all Mormon? Is it like going to be a big soaking party later? Like, what is? Do you know soaking? Because Mormons aren't technically allowed to have sex, so you stick your penis in the vagina, but you don't move. You just let it soak, and then sometimes you can get a homie to press the bed up and down for you. Yeah, soaking. We could try it. Like, I'm down. I got long underwear in the car. We'll be fine. Oh, hee-ho, hee-ho. All right, that's enough. I did it to myself. It's my own damn fault. I didn't have to bring it up. God damn it. This song's cool. It's kind of sexy. I like a sexy song. Really more than sexy. I like nasty music. You understand? Nasty. Not necessarily crude, right? Not like I want to fuck you like an animal. I do, and I'm gonna, but I'm more subtle. Unless you're Megan. Megan can sing whatever she wants, and I love Meg Thee Stallion. You know what I'm talking about? Meg with the knees. Whoo. That's my birthday twin. That's how I'm gonna meet her, because we have the same birthday. Listen, I had a dream about Meg Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion. I had a dream. And here's the thing. We just kicked it. It was the whole dream, dog. We went for a ride. We smoked some weed. We had a couple of drinks. We told some jokes. We had a good ass time, right? But then I woke up like, am I old? How you dream about Meg Thee Stallion and you just but then I realized I'm not old. I'm old school. You understand? That was our first dream date. Right? We setting up. We get to know each other. Intimacy, rapport. By the third dream date, I'm going to knock the brakes off that wet ass pussy. I'm going to tell you that right now. Wop, wop, wop. Beat it up. Catch a charge. That's the lyric. This is my impression of E40 meeting Megan Thee Stallion. Ooh, ah. That's the whole. All right, two more jokes. Two more jokes, and then we'll go outside. And I didn't even have to use my AK. The last part is hella necessary. We do some spooning. After the forking, we do some spooning. Recharge. Shit. That's how I know you're young. Recharge. There's no round two. It's a long round one, dog. I'm a giver. You get like 5 rounds before you get 1 round from me, dog. I'm here to help. Y'all, man, y'all ain't with the pace. Please enlighten me. Elucidate. Is it an acronym? Oh, like for your heart? You just run back and forth. No, we just had to take laps. There was no pacer testing. There was like, shut the fuck up, take a lap. That was it. Like, not just the PE teacher, the fucking chemistry teacher be like, get out my classroom, go take a lap, come back. It says marijuana cures racism. Kinda. All right, 2 more jokes. As soon as I remember them. And then I hope you brought some weed and some condoms. I got a packet full of rubbers and my homeboys do too. Snoop, you know what I'm talking about? Snoop Dogg? America's favorite gangster uncle. Remember when Snoop was a criminal? Snoop used to be a criminal. He was considered hella dangerous, right? And now he'll fucking sell you Skechers. And he hangs out with Martha Stewart. Right. And guess which one is the convicted felon? It ain't Snoop. Snoop beat his charge. Right? Murder was the case that they gave me. My ex-wife calls me up a few years ago. My kids were probably in high school. No. Yeah, maybe. Close enough. High school, college, on the cusp. She calls me up. She's like, hey, I'm taking the kids to see Snoop Dogg at the Fillmore. I got an extra ticket. You want to go? I was like, hell yeah, I'll go see Snoop at the Fillmore, right? And so we're at the Fillmore, and now our kids, mom and dad, they know mom and dad smoke weed, right? That's how they get to go to the park and animated features all the goddamn time, because dad is high as fuck and he's always down, right? But they had never seen mom and dad Snoop Dogg concert high. You understand? I'm fucking zooted, right? I'm higher than a chola's eyebrows. And my son is trying to talk to me, and I can't understand a fucking word he's saying. He's like, Dad, you're really high right now. I'm like, we ain't Snoop, little nigga. You need to catch up. Well, you, yada, da, da, da. Hey. We don't love them hoes. I don't know what you. It was a good time. My daughter was like, these beats are banging, but these lyrics are very problematic. Like, pimps up, hoes down. I don't understand what the problem is. It's stated very clearly. We're going to smoke an ounce of this. Hey. All right. 2 more jokes. And then, for real, it's getting late. I'm wearing the shoes, and my brother works nights. Now, look. Y'all never been poor? Some of you never always had money? You never been broke? You know what I'm talking about? You ever been so broke you went to your couch again? Just in case you might have missed something. All right, as soon as I remember this next joke. Did I mention I smoke weed? I love weed. I do a lot of weed things. I hang out. I've been a judge. I was a judge at the Emerald Cup like 4 years in a row. And the Emerald Cup is the largest cannabis competition in California, right? All the best growers in the world grow their best organic shit, and they turn it in, and we smoke it, and it's hard work. It's hard fucking work. We had to smoke 400 different kinds of weed in 3 weeks. Right. You have to make it a priority. You have to turn shit down. I'm sorry, I can't go to your dog's funeral. I have to smoke all this weed for my job. It's my job. It's a competition. You understand? You're not just smoking weed. It's a competition. You got to look at it. But, you know what I mean? Get your notebook out. You listen to it. You got to make a face when you hit it. You know what I mean? Right? Like, that's a train wreck cookie OG diesel cross from an eastern-facing mountain, southern Humboldt, Mendocino North. Picked 3 days before a thunderstorm by a man with one leg. He's got one leg, you could tell, because the flavor is a little unbalanced. It's really kind of hoppy. That's more of a beer note. But weed and beer are cousins, so it's appropriate in this situation. Weed has joined the fancy pants drugs, right? Drugs with tasting notes. Not all the drugs have tasting notes. There's no fucking meth connoisseur, right? Like, Lodi? Could be Modesto. Could be. They're very similar. The dirt is very similar. They get the Sudafed from the same guy. The Connecticut Sudafed tastes way different. Sweet, it's a little sweeter, right? A little more rounder on the edge. Right. What do tweakers and Mormons have in common? They ride bikes when they're on a mission. All right. Why do tweakers like to do it doggy style? So they can both look out the window. That's funny for people who used to tweak. Are you fucking in? No, I'm kidding. That's funny to me. I've never been a tweaker. I'm a stoner. That's it. People get confused, right? Because I talk about weed all the time. They're like, well, you do a lot of drugs. Like, I don't do a lot of drugs. I do a few drugs a lot. There's a difference. Weed, nicotine, alcohol, caffeine, mushrooms twice a year for my spiritual journey, and mescaline on Christmas if I can get it, because it makes the kids' table hella enjoyable. Some of you would. All right. I'm going to be in Barcelona again in March for the International Cannabis Business Conference. I will also be in Berlin in April for the International Cannabis Business Conference, and we're doing a Canna Chef competition in Arizona in March. And I'm going to throw some occasional cannabis comedy festivals in the country this year. And I just shot a little pilot with my homies. It's a weed travel show called Puff Puff Passport. And I just love weed. And to me, weed is cool because it's the only federally illegal drug that people throw festivals for. Right? You understand? Nobody ever goes to Meth Fest.
Who stole the fucking sound system?
My name's Ungayo Belam. Thank you all so very much.
Guys, give it up for Ungayo Belam. I hope you enjoyed the show. Thank you so much for being an awesome audience. Give it up one more time for Lisa, Connor, Ed. Yeah. You guys are rad. I hope you come to more shows here. I hope you come to more shows that I do here. What's that? That's the show. Yeah. It's 10:30. You guys got to sleep before tomorrow, right? Yeah. Well, come to the next show. Where are you from? This is probably a conversation we should have. Yeah. Not holding a room captive. Yeah. Okay, cool. Well then come to the next show sometime, and thank you so much.
All right, everybody, that is it for us for the evening, but we're live here in person every Thursday through Sunday, except tomorrow, New Year's Eve. So check out stabcomedytheater.com for our full calendar of events. You can see what we got going on. New improv classes just launched. You can sign up on the website, stabcomedytheater.com. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Hope to see you again soon.